So my first introduction to earthquakes was around I want to say 1989, 1990 in the Philippines. 1989, 1990 in the Philippines. And at the time I had been married, and I had a good friend of mine who was kind of hanging out with a male friend. He was hanging out with me and my wife. And then another female friend of my wife, we were just hanging out, man, in the middle of the day, whatever. I think we had went to get something to eat or something at the restaurant. So we came home in the Philippines. I had a house off base, because when you're married in the military, they allow you, depending on where you're located, allow you to have a house just off base like a normal married couple. So I had a crib off base, man. I'll never forget, man. We got home. We all drove home, and I was driving the car home, and I pull up in the driveway. The driveway's got a gate. I got to open the gate to the driveway and pull up to the house. The house is pretty much made of concrete, because in that community, they're made of concrete for that reason, for earthquakes, things like that, because they just want to be more structurally sound. So it was a concrete house, pretty much, pretty solid house. But as you pull up to the driveway, the front of the car actually, it pulls. You can pull right up through the damn wall if you want to, but you stop obviously about a foot and a half or so away from the wall and park and get out. There's a door there, right? So we all get out of the car, man, and we get out of the car. We go into the house, and all I remember, man, is going into the middle of the living room, and it's like something. There was just this eerie silence or something like that, man. It was just weird. But all of a sudden, everything just started shaking and swaying all over the place. All over the place. Remember, I had never experienced anything like this before in my life. I don't know what's going on, but natural instinct caused me, my wife, and my friends, and all of us, it caused us to grab things that sounded like they were about to shatter like glass. For some reason, we were trying to, stop like nice cabinets and things we had from shattering and things like that. So everybody was doing their part to hold on to something, man, trying to hold it just so it won't get destroyed. And I'll never forget, man, the car outside, the sound you hear outside on the wall was this: bam, 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 bam. And what it was with the earthquake, it was the car just constantly hitting the wall of the house, just like that. Bam, bam, bam. And just doing damage to the wall, man. And so I never forget, it was weird because it's like everything is like moving, like it's not slow motion. It's like, man, it's just, I can't describe it, man. Everything is kind of like distorted, and like I said, your first instinct is to try to grab something. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't grabbing something, our first instinct would probably be to, I don't know, get down low or something. I don't know what you do in the earthquake. But I know after the earthquake, we had some people that were nearby walking down the street, and we talked to them about their experience. They were just in the middle of the street, like walking down the roads. In the Philippines, you could drive down the roads. We also have people walking on the side. They said, man, that the roads, literally, you could see the roads literally doing this in the roadways over there. And you see the telephone poles swaying like this. They were just swaying like that. They said it was the most eeriest, weirdest thing in the world. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the magnitude of this earthquake. This was a 7.8 earthquake in the Philippines. And you can go and Google it, 89, 90, something like that. It destroyed Baguio. Baguio is a city in the Philippines up in the mountains, very nice resort type town. A lot of cultural history, but it destroyed that place. But I never forget the aftermath of that, because, with the things we experienced, we didn't have any damage. You had some things that broke, little things like that. We had damage to the wall, but a little distance away from there, where the epicenter was. Epicenter means that's where the most concentrated power of the earthquake is. It was right in those mountains up in Baguio. So there was a lot of collapsed hotels and people trapped for days, man. I remember they were sending American rescue folks over there, and just all types of people up there trying to help these people for weeks and weeks. People are trapped, man.